Financial advisors have been investing their clients' retirement funds in annuities for decades, but there are drawbacks to choosing this option when it comes to planning for your retirement. Here to answer our questions is Everything Financial's Peter Cishecki. Good morning. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
First of all, what is an annuity? It may be a term that a lot of people haven't heard before.
It's like buying an income. It's basically taking a chunk of cash and you deposit it with the insurance company, so it's really an insurance contract.
Oh.
And then they figure out, okay, from this chunk of cash, how much are we going to pay you a month? It's always the same. It never changes. And there can be different guarantee periods on it, almost like a pension, really. It's the same thing, except you're funding your own pension with a one lump sum payment.
So it's an investment product, if you will. How is it different than other ones that you might buy? Like
it's very rigid. I mean, you pick the amount, you put it in, you get a payment, and then say there's a guarantee period, because there are different types, but if the guarantee period ends and you pass away right after that, well, there's nothing going to your spouse. Or say you have a 10-year guaranteed annuity and you pass away year 5, your spouse is going to get that payment for 5 more years. But what if, as life changes and your health changes and things happen and you need more money? Well, you can't. There's no changes to be made. You choose it, it's done. That's it.
Okay, so yeah, what are some of the questions that one should be asking before you go ahead and get one?
Well, the flexibility, what's the guarantee period? But you know me, the question I always want to ask, what are my other choices? What other options are there other than an annuity? So what can I choose from?
Okay. If an annuity is something that's guaranteed, you'd think that a lot of people would be choosing this option. In what circumstance should people not be doing this?
Well, personally, I would almost never choose this option, even though I can provide this to people. But I'm all about flexibility, and it's your money, having your choice. And with an investment product for your income for retirement, you can change how much you're getting per month. You can start to take way more money if you need it, because life happens. What if, God forbid, you're struck with a terrible illness and you know your time is limited and you want more money? But just the fact that if you pass away in an investment, that lump sum of money then can go to your family, go to your spouse, and create a legacy. You have more choice. So you should know the difference between both and choose from both options and make the right decision for you.
Is this the type of investment that a lot of salespeople, I guess, whether it's through a financial institution, that they are pushing this, or are they suggesting this strongly? Or
Yeah, and this is how this came up. Actually, a viewer who was watching the show asked the question, sent us an email, and said to say hi to Carrie. And in the email, they had this annuity choice. The thing was, the person's an insurance salesperson. They can't sell the investment choice. They don't have another option. And that's why you should ask, show me both options, because insurance people aren't licensed for it, so they were giving the person the only option they had. The other big difference is the commission difference is massive, and there's nothing wrong with you asking, what's your commission if I take option A? What's your commission if I take option B? And you really do have to know the pros and cons. So I'm going to throw that out there, put it online for people. Pros and cons of annuities to investment choices. And there are differences, and sometimes the annuity is right, but you haven't seen annuities much in years because of the low interest environment, because annuities need a high interest environment. And we have this short-term high interest environment, and suddenly, out of the woodwork, annuities are in vogue again, and everybody wants it. Everyone's selling an annuity suddenly, and it's like, really? Why? Because that's your income and you're done, and you don't get to change it.
All right, well, it's good that we're having the discussion then. You've answered a lot of people's questions out there. Peter Cishecki with Everything Financial. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Carrie.
All right, have a great day.